Now let's talk about AVI, which has an extensive brand portfolio from hot and cold beverages, sweet and savoury snacks, fresh and convenience foods, and out-of-home ranges, cosmetics, shoes and clothing.
But this is the consumer company that we all should have owned. You'll see the chart in a minute.
Market cap 34.2 billion rand, a PE of 20.1, dividend yield here of 3.9%. Let's have a look at the share price graph.
And that's only 5 years. Basically, if you look at it over 10 years, it does that again. It's really been a tremendous performer. And when I say it's been a management execution success story, I would say.
But
Gary.
we don't own it.
No, we don't. We've owned it at times in the past, but we haven't held it as a core stock, which is disappointing.
And this is when we come and say, hindsight's a perfect science.
It's a perfect science. I mean, we've looked at it for 3 years and never bought it, and always said, "Oh, it looks so fantastic. It's so well run. It's just continually delivers."
But what stopped you buying?
It's a little bit expensive. It is expensive,
and it's never gotten any cheaper.
But it never got any cheaper. But the risk with buying a high PE stock like this is that when they do stumble, it comes off quickly. So it's been a little bit of concern around that. But certainly, I mean, Paul's 100% right. The execution has been impeccable. In a difficult environment, they've done very, very well. And I mean, they managed to maintain their margins when all around are falling. So it's, I think it's down to, I suppose, the quality of their brands as well.
Is there any reason that they could stumble in the foreseeable future,
well,
given the tough economic environment?
They have. Remember, they've got about 13 billion rands worth of turnover. Is that for the full year, for half year? What are the results that have just come out? You can check that while I'm busy yammering. About of the 13, 10, that should give you the metric, is from the food brands. Is it half year or full year?
No, 100% full year.
Full year.
Yeah.
So that's great. So they are still about 70 to 85, 75% of the business is the food, snacks and stuff. The clothing stuff, remember that's the 80 Spitz stores, Green Cross, Carvela, Kurt Geiger and all those things. That contributes only about 20% of profits and turnover.
So we really are speaking
part
about
of the business
convenience
did super
food.
well and has since done a little bit less
It's
well.
the convenience food exposure, though, that makes up the bulk.
And remember, that's the
of
traditional
the
portfolio of biscuits, which is bakers and all that. The beverages, which is coffees, so Coffee Ace, Frisco, Ciro, House of Coffees, Lavazza. So again, you know, the full range. And then
which
teas
hits
as
the
well.
different
Five
LSM
Roses,
spectrum.
Coffee Creamer, Ellis Brown's. So you can see we've got these elements that you can work in as well. It's all about those snacks and Willards. So it's got a great portfolio and it's always been very well run by Simon Crutchley and his team.
So Gary, now, considering you keep looking at it and saying it's too expensive, would you change your stance and go hot at this point? Or are you going to come back in another 2 years and go, listen, I wish we had bought it at that level?
I'm sure I will. I'm still, you know, I think you've got to. I still don't own it, but I want to go hot. I mean, you can't call it it's not a cold company, it's a hot company. It's share prices doing the right thing.
I'm going to take it, go hot.
You've got to go hot. But
there we go, I'm helping you out, hot.
Yeah, I'm still not going to buy it though, because I still think, you know, with 80, I think it's about 80% of its revenue still South Africa domiciled without a pullback to get in. I'm waiting for a pullback to get in. It just doesn't suit our investment
I will give you
thesis.
that caveat, that you are hot, but waiting for a pullback as an entry point into the stock.
I'll probably wait forever.
Paul?
The diversification means that it can afford to have a difficult period with Urban and Johnson or a difficult period here or there and still kind of come out. I think it is a little bit exposed, but it's not like it's a secret. People have seen this coming. The growth has been solid but not spectacular, which is what you'd want.
So?
I would say hot.
Hot.